Hello, Darren the Magic Ghostbuster here with issue 36 of the Build an Ecto one, previously by Eaglemoss Hero Collector, now by Fanhome. And issue 36 is made up of parts 35, 36, 37, 38. I'll be doing part 35 in this video. Here is the magazine. So here are all the instructions for all the parts. So part 35 is the HVAC and cross-section sensitivity units. Just see there. And 36 will be the roof intake, and then 37 will be the roof boxes, pipes and heat sinks. And then 38 will be oxygen tanks. So this will all be roof racks. We're not attaching anything to the Ecto one itself yet, so I need to go and drag that out. And then obviously you've got different articles in the magazine: firehouse, the containment unit, John Bruno, who's a VFX art director. And then a little thing about the bums. That was Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd from a deleted scene. Yeah, and then shows you what's coming in issue 37, which is going to be our last stage. So yeah, not long to go now. So anyway, this is part 35. Sorry, 135. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got all my parts laid out, and we're going to be working on this section, which is what we worked on in the previous stage. So to begin with, we're taking these two parts, and that is going to go underneath there, like this, and then an eyepiece screw is going to go on the bottom. I can get that eyepiece screw out. Like so, eyepiece screw in there. There we go. And then this is going to go on here, like this, and then we're using AM screws, so we are screwing into metal here. This piece is actually made of metal. I'll be honest, I expected a lot more metal parts in this build overall. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, that goes in there. That went in nicely. So you do have to be careful with the metal screws not to snap them, basically. Something that's never happened to me. I have heard it has happened to people. And I think a couple of ways to avoid that. One is to got two screws stuck together there. Yeah, to just sort of work the screw backs and forwards slowly, which is what I've done. I had to do a few of them. I found in the earlier stages the metal screws were a lot tougher to get in. They seemed easier on later stages. I don't know if that was done on purpose, like the way they manufactured it. I have no idea. But yeah, the other option I have been told by several people is to dip them in oil, which is something I never actually tried. Okay, so that is on there, and then we're going to place it on here. So that goes on there, and just have to make sure it's the right way round, because you do have a sticker, or it's printed on one side. I find it odd that some of the stuff's printed like that was printed on there, and yet in the previous issue some of these things were like decals I had to put on. But yeah, that goes on there. So you have these ridges down this side, and then we need to screw that in at the bottom with EP screws. So let's just put this AM screw back. Just launch it back out the bag. So EP screws. Finally found my decent screwdriver as well, which I couldn't find when I was doing the previous stages. Which is weird, because when I found it, it was literally at the top of a drawer. I swear I checked hundreds of times. But... okay, so that's there. Just can't believe it's nearly over. One more issue. One thing I've been reading on some of the pages is that so there's, it was supposed to go up to stage 141, but it turns out 141 was just going to be a dust cover, which is something Fanhome have not took on. It sounds like it was just another way of Eaglemoss to just rinse another tenner out of us, basically, by charging us for one final issue that was needed. And like, I mean, I don't know the exact amount that this builder's cost in the long run. It was about £1,400 maybe, if you've bought all the magazines at retail. And why would you spend all that money on this wonderful model to then put a dust cover over it? That just seems a bit odd to me. Maybe that's just me thinking that. Let me know if you disagree. But yeah, but anyway, Fanhome apparently are not providing a dust cover. Probably had the sensible thinking, like I just said. So apparently only goes to stage 140 now. Yeah, which, like I said, I don't think is a problem. Right, so anyway, next is this little tube, and that is this is going to be fun. So you got this little, oh, that went over easier than I thought. And then it's going to go over this one. There you go. But you could put some wire in that to shape it, I guess, if you wanted. Might come out better. But anyway, let's move this to the side for the moment, because we're now going to be working on this piece, and looks like we're using a lot of these things that we're going to have to push in. So I just need to make sure I'm doing this right. Well, this looks complicated. It's probably not as complicated as it looks, to be fair. But right, so we've got this piece pushes over there. Like that. And turn it round. Okay, so these are all got numbers on, numbered 1 to 10, and in the magazine they're not numbered. That's just typical Eaglemoss, isn't it? This is still an Eaglemoss magazine. It still has the Eaglemoss logo on it. Which I'm surprised Fanhome didn't, change. They put a sticker over it at least, but just from a branding perspective. But anyway, let's break these off. So we got them. And then these silver ones, and then there was a couple of these ones in the bag with that circular bit. Okay, right, so let's have another look. So the bigger ones, so So black one goes over here. This might be the sort of bit that's going to need pliers, maybe. Oh no, managed to get that in. And then silver one over here. So the others, it literally just is black and silver. Yeah, it does actually have the colours. Other than that, they're all identical by the looks of it. So yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Right, and then you got. Sorry, it's really hard to see this. These shape ones. Go in there, and this side. Yeah, this bit probably would be easier with pliers, I imagine. This one doesn't want to stay in. Oh, there we go, that's it now. Okay, so right, so the top layer is going to go silver, silver, black, black, silver, black. Right, so oh man, this is fiddly. Silver, silver, black, oh. So for anyone far behind me, how are you doing with your builds? Have you restarted? Or did you not bother? I'm very curious to know how many people did restart. I guess it's something you'll never have the answer to, but it'd be interesting to see what percentage did sign up for Fanhome when they took over. I'm also curious how many people will sign up as new subscribers to now Fanhome have taken over, because I mean obviously it's a different company, and I mean Eaglemoss was a terrible company, that's why they went under, and you know, just little things really tell me that they're better. Like when the package is delivered, they come in a box for a start, which you know is just better for protection. Most of my Eaglemoss stuff come in cheap plastic bags. Oh, really struggling to get that one in. Let's move on to the next one for now. Right, and then 2 silver, black and silver. Right, okay, so because yeah, I do wonder if the whole Eaglemoss situation would put people off starting, not just the Ecto one really, but would it put, oh god, these are really struggling now. Yeah, would it put people off just starting up another build? I'm going to grab my tweezers. Right, let's see if we have better luck. Now we've got pliers. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, I wonder if the whole situation is put people off part works in general. Okay, actually just scratched the computer putting that in, not the body, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so that's one thing to be wary of if you're using pliers. I'm not that fussed. God, these are really hard to get in. That one's in. Yeah, I'm making a couple of marks getting that in, but I'll be honest, I'm not that fussed. I mean, you know, it's a part that's exposed to the elements. It would probably look better with a bit of damage on it. Oh man, I really have a love-hate relationship with this build. Like, there's just some bits that are just so bloody fiddly. Yeah, and they're the bits I hate. I feel like I feel like these sort of things could have been just moulded into the body of this. You know, you know, very unnecessary to have to push every button in. And this last one just does not want to go. It's not having it. Oh, and now I've lost it on the floor. There we go, found it. Oh. Luckily it didn't roll somewhere I couldn't find it. So is it just me that hates these parts, or maybe everyone else out there really likes these bits? These are the bits I just can't stand them. And like I said, I really feel like, oh god, I thought it was in. It's just come out. I really feel like these should have just been moulded into it. I mean, I'm getting to a point now where I think I'm just going to leave the bloody hole in it. One more time and then I'm just going to give up with that, I think. Alright, let's give up for that for the moment. Let's try the next part. So we've got several of these wires, different lengths. So okay, shorter one goes there. This one goes there. Okay, and then there's a gap there. That one goes in there, cool. And then we got, oh, okay, right, so this one goes in there, and then that's gonna wind round and go in there. And then this one goes in there, so that's the smallest one, and winds around and goes in there. Cool. Okay, and then we're going to attach that. So that goes on there, like this. A couple of LP screws. Hold that in place. LP screws. So I'm really hoping that they don't decide to do an Afterlife version or something, or even the white version for the new film Firehouse. From the leaked pictures we've seen from the set, there has been slight changes to the roof rack and paintwork. Okay, and then so these are all going to feed around. So this one comes around, pushes in there. This one pushes in there. And this one pushes in there. So like this. And then we've got this piece. And so that looks like okay, there's a tiny little hole there. That's going to screw in there. GP screws. These are tiny. And then that's going to sort of fold round, and there's a tiny little hole in the bottom there. Excellent. So that is this this stage complete. I'm going to have another go at getting that last buttoning off camera before I start the next one. But anyway, let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep on busting.